Hello, this is Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chiles, and welcome to our video series to help give you more knowledge on different kinds of chilies from all over the world called Peppers 101. Purpose of this is to increase your knowledge of chilies so that you will be inspired and encouraged to grow different kinds of chilies and try different kinds of chilies, cook with different kinds of chilies, and of course share different kinds of chilies with others, your friends, your neighbors, your family, your coworkers. And as a public service announcement, we want to mention in this video, and I know some of you might be tired of hearing it in our other videos, please get your children out into the garden, whether it's chilies, peas, cabbage, onions, whatever you grow. Get your children out into the garden, get them out in the fresh air, especially if they're little. My goodness. There's so many ways we seek to entertain our children through like electronic devices and other stuff and spend money on them. But you know, a great gift you could give to them is showing them the miracle of something growing from a tiny seed into a plant, caring for that plant, and then harvesting the fruits of that plant, whether it be chilies or something else. And then, don't stop there. Take them in the kitchen and teach them how to prepare and cook food. You'd be surprised how many teenagers and adults nowadays can't cook anything without DoorDash or whatever, or if they're lucky, a spouse that knows their way around in the kitchen. They don't know how to cook anything. Think if you start now with a young child. And even if you don't know how to cook a lot of things, go on YouTube. There's plenty of people with recipes. I even have some. Start with simple stuff. And adding chilies adds flavor. And then, if you want to even take it another step further, to enrich the character of your child, to form them and shape them into being a really great adult, then take some of these meals that you cook, as long as it's not a super hot meal, and go share that food with somebody elderly or disabled or who's fallen on hard times or needs some love. Food is love. Think about this, people. I'm saying this in a lot of my videos. I'm hoping it's getting through to some of you. And if it only gets through to one person and one child gets affected for generations, I will be happy. So, that being said, the chili we're looking at now is the Borg 9 chocolate. The Borg 9 chocolate is the brown variant of the Borg 9 red, created by John Harper of the UK, probably about 10 years ago. This year, right now, the filming of this video right now is 2023. So probably around 2012, 2013, he created the Borg 9 red, which is a cross between two other chilies that are crosses. The Nagla, which is a Naga cross, and the 7-pot bubblegum, which is a cross between the Moruga Scorpion and the Trinidad Yellow 7-pot. So this is the chocolate variant. It's extremely hot. It will blow you up. I'm just confounded by so many people looking for the next hottest chili when there's ones that have been around for so many years, like this one. And this is the chocolate. Let's go look at some other ones over here. Starting to lose some daylight. In fact, let's pick one of these off. The Borg 9 chocolate. So this is pretty much the shape and size. It's kind of got the shape and size of just a standard 7-pot chili from Trinidad. And it's got 7-pot in its bloodline, so that's no surprise. But they're pretty consistent in size and shape, as you can see. Sometimes they may get a little tiny tail. That happens on a lot of chilies. Extremely hot. It's going to have kind of an earthy, smoky flavor. Some may say floral, because some people say chocolate brown varieties have a floral flavor. That's going to really be up to your taste buds and your palate. Everybody's different. So even if somebody says something tastes terrible, or tastes sweet, or tastes this way, you know, you owe it to yourself to grow it and taste it yourself and make the decision yourself. You're the best judge of if a chili tastes good or has a certain amount of heat. You're the best judge of it. Don't go by what everybody says on YouTube or social media. Grow it yourself, cook it with yourself, and you decide. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you love it, keep growing it. But always try new varieties because you're going to surprise yourself. Chili peppers have a diversity of flavors that no other vegetable has. There are thousands of chilies worldwide. Thousands, and probably thousands that have yet to be discovered, especially in South America, deep in the jungles. There's a lot of areas where man have not walked. Animals have, but not man. So, the Borg 9 chocolate. Let's pick another one. Or two. As you can see, this is a pretty good consistency in size and shape. And the red is going to look similar to this, but will be red. Now, being this is a cross of two crosses, and this is a brown variant of those crosses, which leads me to say this. With so many peppers, crosses being crossed with crosses, you're going to get a lot of variations on stuff. So if you see one or two pictures on the web of a chili, don't believe that you're going to get that exact picture of that chili. You might get a lot of variants off it. And if you're going to grow crosses, expect that. But if somebody says they have a variant of something, another color variant, for like the Primatali, for example, I've seen color variants of the Primatali. They look nothing like the original red. Nothing like the original red. If it's a true color variant that has appeared in a variety, it should look like the original. The only difference you should see is the color. You know, it won't be 100%. Nothing's 100% with these super hots. They're young, especially super hot crosses. They're young. Even in super hot heirlooms like the Trinidad 7 pots and scorpions, there's so much variation even in them. And they're not crosses. Well, they were crossed somehow in nature, but not by man. So there's so many variants in them. So what do you expect with crosses? You're going to get more instability. So the thing you want to look for in super hots is consistency. Consistency in heat, consistency in flavor, consistency in production, consistency in shape and size. But you will get off types. If you don't want any off types at all, grow an heirloom that's been around for thousands of years, untouched by man. So expect that. Don't expect to get the exact same thing as the picture all the time. But you should get something close to it, especially if it's a new color variant. It should be close, okay? All right? So look for that. There's a lot of people out there claiming that they have something new, and they don't. They've just thrown a name on something. So beware of that. Spend your money wisely, whether you buy seeds from me or plants from me or someone else. Be wise. Do a little research. Go look at other pictures on the internet. Don't just jump at trading for seeds or buying seeds right at the moment you see something new. Go look around and see if it's something else that's just been renamed. Ask the vendor questions. Feel free to ask who's ever selling you something or trading you. Ask them questions. If they say they created something, ask them for pictures the last few years, because they've had to work on it a few years if they've actually created something. A cross doesn't happen in 1 year. It happens in multiple years, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So ask questions. And if they get mad and they don't answer your questions, then screw them. Don't buy it from them. Don't trade with them. You know, either you're gonna have information on something, and if you don't, if somebody says, well, I got this from somebody, blah, 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 and this is the way it grew out, and you know the person well, then maybe that's all the information you're gonna get. But if somebody says they created something, or something appeared in their grow, they should have a number of photos to prove their point. Don't give them your money unless they can. Okay? So this is the Borg 9 chocolate, created by John Harper of the UK. And this is Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chilies. Please like, share, and subscribe. Take care.